gives me just a minute to get ready to go and start the broadcast. That's why the countdown's there. I don't know if you guys like that or not, but that's the way it is. I didn't come back today because there's just what I did was a lot of knick-knack work, and I didn't feel that it was of great interest or whatever. I'm gonna have to clean the place up, so we're only gonna stay on another hour. But I'm gonna show you what I've been doing on the nose as soon as I get this battery loaded here. And has to do everything. Okay, we got them going. That in there, that down there. Now, a lot of people wonder, how can this nose work with no doublers? You know, this is a 75 that's in here. And there's a lot of torque going on with that motor, especially swinging a big propeller, so on and so forth. I went ahead and, trimmed everything up, got everything on the bottom fitted, but we're starting to work on the top here. And I figured I'd get a couple pieces in, and then I'd show you how it works. Now, if you didn't have these uprights in here, when you grab the top, you'd smash it. So there's one on each side of the motor mount here. This notch is cut for this band that's inside here so that it fits on. So now when you grab it, when this is glued on here, you can't push it down. Very important. If you're going to build some kind of goofy eggshell thing like this, you got to do that. Not only that, there's not much holding this motor in, so you got to kind of distribute the vibration throughout the skin of the airplane, if that makes sense. So let's, I cut a couple here. Let's put a couple in and see how this works. Let's go to the other camera. Come on. So there's a 3/16 square piece up on the top of this. Then there's a piece of shear web put between that, and that holds all the bulkheads rigid, and it holds the nose from crushing. So let's see here. I need to get back to the chat to see if there's anybody chatting, comments. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll put that ticker up there. And if the video helps you, drop me a super chat. I mean, I'm not getting rich at this, that's for sure. Going out backwards. Okay. And we'll hide that there. Okay, so now make sure they're perpendicular. Get this. I mean, you don't have to epoxy these in or anything. It's just to hold the skin from crushing. So this is 16th here, 16th out to the side. The motor mounts are suspended between a couple of light 3 light ply formers, then 16th balsa is going out to the fuselage side, and 16th balsa is coming up to the fuselage side. So this engine is literally held in with 16th inch balsa. Hey, Michael. And how many of you guys think that's adequate? It'll be fine. We're not towing a truck. So I think I can do that. Okay. This piece here. I sort of cleaned off the workbench. I mean, I got a little bit more. Now all this gets white glued in. You can't CA it because you can't get at it. So all this will white glue to the skins. I think we overbuild these airplanes. I think there's just way too much wood in them. And now we'll continue it out on the nose end. I got enough pieces here. Of course not. So I need to cut a couple more pieces. 2 more pieces should be fine. And we'll sand them up. Well, this is the end of the weekend, so I'll have to go back to work tomorrow and go back to my normal schedule of an hour a day. I got quite a bit of time in on this today, but like I said, I didn't feel that it was really worth publishing all the tinkering that, the 8 hours of tinkering to get things straightened out. I remade the rudder, so this is the 4th rudder for this airplane. And the rudder that I came up with looks more scale-like. It's solid, and it weighs the same as the built-up one. So I'm in good shape. Let's see. Here's the first one. I threw one of them away, but here's the first one. This one weighs 20 grams. No good. Too heavy. The second one that I broke, structurally fractured, is the gray one. Can't find the rudder. Got the, where did it go? I don't know. Anyway, this one here weighed 13 grams. And this one here weighs 13 grams. Granted, there's paint on that other one, but I think we can live with this. This will work just fine. And it's more scale like. It's got the scale. It's got the scale hinges in it. So let's do this. These up here now. I think Jim Lynch is catching me after the program's over because he says hi after an hour after I'm off. Next weekend will be contest coverage from Cleveland. There won't be any Saturday at John's or any building stuff. It'll be all Cleveland contest. Gotta call Dan and see if he's gonna go. Probably not. There's that glue on there, I see. So we'll just sand a little notch in that for the glue. What happened there? There we go. I suppose that would work. I suppose that'll work. Anybody there? We got 10 watchers, but no chatters. Nobody's ever talking to me anymore. That fuel pipe makes it very difficult to get at that. Okay. to get a project going that you guys can work along with me. I didn't expect many people to follow this build this project, because it's a pretty complicated model. If you're not kind of an advanced builder, this really isn't the model for you. What I'm getting at is a beginner shouldn't, get his teeth started on this. What am I going to do for dinner tonight? I wonder. That'll be good. Good enough. Hey, Greg. Good evening, Marcel. Okay, let's put this one in, I guess. Then we'll see if it fits. I'm debating whether I want to. Yeah, I think I will. I think what I'm going to do here, is put a floor so you can't get at this tube. Let's see here. Good morning. Shit, it's nighttime here. All right, so I got this tube here. You'll be able to see that in the engine compartment, unless I cover it up like that, which I think I'm going to do. So I'll get this cut, and then we'll get a floor cut, which this is pretty close to wide enough. Let me get this cut first. Oh, that's right. It's yesterday there today. We need to work out a system so we can get the lottery numbers. Except I think it probably don't work like that. Okay, so we need this right here. It needs to be take the line off. Damn. I hear you guys in Australia got a mess as far as lockdowns go. Revolting. Oh, it's tomorrow here today. Okay, I thought it maybe was yesterday. Well, I guess we'll sand it instead of trying to cut it into shape. Craig, I know John's got a box all set up for you, but we can't get it out of the country. There we go. This is such BS. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got to have for piece to go across here. Well, it's got to be just like that. It looks to be about 1/8 inch wider than that. So we'll cut it 1/8 inch wider. And we'll give that a try. It's got to be this long. I think these guys better wake up because they ain't gonna like what. Yeah, it's all nonsense. Okay. Let's see here, but put it underneath. See how close it comes. Okay. 16th off. 16th. About 3/32. We'll try that. I don't have to keep doing this. The reason why I'm closing this off, it'll be a whole lot easier to Z-epoxy this area than to try to Z-epoxy all up under here, to fuel proof it. Yeah, it works. glue there. Nope. I think these guys are playing with fire. That's all I gotta say. Okay, how's that look? Gotta push it up a little higher. Gotta leave enough room for the crankcase. I had it pushed down pretty good. Okay, let's glue it. That'll be close enough. I'm not building a Swiss watch. Drop the glue there. Level this up this way. Drop a glue there. I'll show it to you when I get it all glued in here. Drop a glue there. Now we just glue it all in. Okay. Swap cameras and get a bird's eye view of what's going on. So what it looks like inside there is that. So now we'll sand this to shape. I might as well cut some of that off. It's ridiculously long. Sanding forever. Come on, what a nice dough. There we go. How many guys think that's gonna fit? when you grab the nose, you're grabbing this right here. It'll all be white glued. Now, if you wanted to make it stronger, which there's really not a whole lot of necessity to do, you could point to point it where you went inside and run some sticks this way, and but all you're doing is carrying around a lot of extra wood. You need just enough to hold the airplane together, not enough for it to hit the ground. So let's see what's happening here. We have a little bit of interference. Where is it interfering? Interfering. Interfering on this one right here. There we go. Bit of interference there. Why? I have to add a little bit. I don't know. So I sand a little off there. 34 minutes. I think tonight, after I do this stream here, I'll solder the push rod in and get the elevator stabilizer where it needs to be, so we can start gluing this all together. This week we're going to have it. We'll have it roughed in anyway. Man, how did I? What's going on here? Take that down just a little. This is pretty similar to how I built my other one, other 5. I changed it up a little from what Billy's done because I know it works better. It's kind of like just like the back half of the fuselage will be modified from what Bill did too, because after building 5 of them, I know that the stabilizer cracks without bending. Cracks the fuselage back there. Put it on, take it off. Put it on, take it off. We're almost there. I think I can pull it down now where it belongs. All right, so let's tape it up. I'm basically done for the weekend. I think there'll be a little tinkering tonight, but nothing that'll be exciting to post. Hello, Sparky. Looks good. Jeff Bristol. Okay, Annie Scott, I guess you're using your girlfriend's computer. Okay, let's what am I gonna have to do? Why is it? I think I might have to add a piece on there. Pull it down. Yeah. When in doubt, do that or sand some more off the turn of that. Bring it all down. I think we're gonna have to add. Yeah, we'll add. I got a slight gap up here at the nose where it's holding it up, where I've already trimmed it when I trimmed it off the buck. So we'll just have to add a little bit back on, and that's probably all right because that all gets fiberglassed up there. Oh, man. Got the day sanding the inside out. You guys got to do that. I've got to figure out how to get this washer soldered on and not stuck to this brass shoe. Come on now. This thing just fits together. I mean, you can tell that it was there ain't no room for error. I just snapped it. Oh well. That's all right. I'll get it. I'll glue another cross piece on there. There we go. Okay, take this on here. I'm going to see if it all fits back together the right way. Index that, and the marks go right there. We're going to have to put another teepee up there, which is not a big deal. I do not have any balsa wood for sale. None that you'd want. And I got balsa wood, but I'd hate to sell it to you because you'd be mad at me. It's all 7 and 8 pound wood. RC wood. We're going to be going to composites here. Much as I don't want to, but wish I had some way to weigh this. As soon as I get the framing done, all this woodwork, we can start sanding on this thing and making some progress on the finish. That rudder looks better anyway. Same weight. It'll be just slightly heavier because there's no finish on this, but it was the same weight as the other one. So, but and then again, I proved my theory. You can't beat solid wood. I looked through all my wood I had some scrap and I glued scrap together to make this. This is made out of 4.5 pound wood. This rudder here is a 20-gram built up sheeted rudder. It's hollow. But that one there is solid and it's 13 grams. This one here, I don't see what happened to the back half of it. I have no clue what happened to it. I'll find it when I don't need to find it. Or I'll break it on. Thought I was using it over here. Anyway. This one here, complete. It's covered with soap span and dope. But you can see right there the wrinkles. I broke it. I sat on it. So I had to make a new one. But it's 13 grams. So 13 grams built up. This is all hollow. And that's 13 grams all solid. But this does have 3 coats of dope on it. But I don't think it'll make that much difference. I just don't think it's going to make that much difference. I'm still working out a way to get them. I'm thinking about mounting this canopy. How am I going to do it? It's going to be difficult. No, no, I didn't crash any plane. I haven't crashed a plane in years. Well, I did crash a plane at Huntersville because the push rod come off the elevator, but that wasn't my fault. My fault I built it that way, but it wasn't a flying error. No, I broke that rudder by sitting on it. You see the shine that's coming up on the wing here? This will stand out real nice and paint up real nice. That's what I need to do is I need to just put a couple wedges in that. What happened is I've cut this sheeting too short by 1/8 of an inch, so I'll have to make a wedge and wedge it in there and glue it and block sand it. That's what happens when you're working with all these goofy compound curves. Not a big deal. But that strengthens the nose real nice. All that blocking there. And then of course it all gets fiberglass. Back to the leading edge of the wing. The cowl gets glassed, 1/2 ounce cloth, Z-epoxy. I'm gonna have to drop that down a little bit. It's pretty close. I keep dropping it and dropping it and dropping it. I don't know what the hell's going on. Looks like you need to go 32nd inch more. You guys got any questions? We're gonna wrap this up. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And if the video helps you, drop me a super. I don't have the tip thing yet. So let's see where I managed this. What it was. So in 2 more days, this airplane will be 3 months old. Not bad progress for 3 months. Of course, as John says, you know, I put in a week's work on the weekends because I put in 2 8-hour days every weekend. So that's 8 days, 16 days, put in 2 weeks work on the weekend. And the sanding begins. Soldering off, so. And this ain't no bad Chad sanding. This is 320 here. I'll get down to 2,000 and 5,000 grit, but you guys know that. But the sanding begins now, and the woodwork's pretty close to being done, as you see. I mean, I've got to do the nose ring yet, and make some little scale detail stuff. Problem is, I can't get a turbocharger vent on this because the pipe was so long for the 75. So I'm kind of stuck there. I've been thinking about how I'm going to do that to get the turbocharger outlet that comes out. Hey, Phil, did I watch Windy videos at all? Yeah, I watched all of them. But I knew how to build way before watching Windy videos. We're getting there. The difference between me and Wendy is he'll paint it until he's happy. I'll paint it until it weighs what my goal is, and then I quit painting. And I guess that's the difference between a front row ship and not, you know, unless I throw some urethane on it, and then it'll be shiny, but I won't be happy. We're going to do this one just like I did the Monado and just hope that I can come out at 60 ounces. That'd be great. If I could hit this at 60, I'd be so happy. I use 3M. This is 316U. Right, here we go. 316U 320 sticky back sandpaper. Comes in different rolls. This is 180, 3M 180. You see there, 3M. This is I guess the 316U means sticky back, but this is 180. This is 320, same sticky back paper by 3M. I use, you get it on Amazon. I get 80 grit sticky back paper like this, 3M, off Amazon. It's just convenient. Now, I myself sand down to 320 at this stage. Some guys sand down to 600. I don't feel it's necessary. I feel that 320 is, at this stage, is just far enough. It's what I've done for so long. And I don't drop to the finer grits until I coming up in color, where I'm color sanding. But I'm using this clear dope, which is tinted gray, as a primer. And what engine will I use? This is a PA75 on a pipe. As I've shown, I'll be making, John's got the mold done up for carbon fiber tanks. This is a carbon fiber cast tank, but we're going to do our own. I've got the stuff in the car. for carbon fiber 4-blade, this is my blanket that I made. I got to make a mold out of this, and we're going to make a carbon fiber propeller for that motor. And I will show that on the YouTube when I get to it. Part of this, is I'm trying to pass on what I know to guys, that don't build. There's a real joy in building. Believe me. That sanding is so soothing. It's sanding and sanding and sanding. Everybody knows I'm a motorcycle guy, and I paint my own motorcycle tanks and so on and so forth. When I met my girlfriend, I went over to her house, and I built a motorcycle in her front room. But she was sleeping one day, and I was sitting on the bed, and I was sanding a Sportster tank on the bed on her mother's quilt. She just about come unglued. Yeah, funny. It was funny. Of course, I also baked wrinkle paint in the oven. Whatever you got to do, what you got to do. I think this is coming along very nicely, though. It's gonna be cool. This is my first Razorback. The other 5 were bubble tops, but we went ahead and made the canopy mold and pulled the canopy. If you want to see that, go back and search. I need to get all these other Thunderbolt videos into the Thunderbolt build stream, and there's probably 50 or 60 videos on this airplane now, maybe more. I just don't have the time to manage the channel and do the show and do the running and all that other crap. All right, guys, that's the hour. I appreciate you watching. I'll be back tomorrow for a little while before Charles comes on. Remember, he comes on Mondays and Fridays. Like, subscribe, and share. And until I see you then, fair winds, tight lines, keep building. See ya.